Yeah, 4K. It's like 11,800 resolution or something like that.
Fucking A, dude. Way to do it.
It's running pretty good. I am using 93% of the graphics card though, so.
Yeah, because 4K goes straight to the graphics card, huh?
Oh yeah, heavily.
Yeah.
The lower you drop, the more it's processor reliant.
I heard it runs smoother in 4K on trips than HDMI would.
What, you mean for the input?
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I'm running my center display off of DisplayPort, and then my sides run off of 2.1 HDMI at 120. But I match a refresh rate all around at 120.
All right. Leaving pit lane.
But like iRacing, I've gotten everything to work. You can kind of set it up directly through iRacing, but you have to run the damn bar at the bottom, which I don't really like. It's kind of taking the immersion out of it, I guess, a little bit. But
The bar.
yeah, I have to somehow get NVIDIA Surround to work, I think, to get rid of that and get all the other games to work. And I could not get NVIDIA Surround to work, and a lot of people on Reddit were having the same problem.
Are you AMD or Intel?
Intel on none, and then NVIDIA on the graphics card.
Oh, fuck. Alright. I don't see a lot of people running trips, so I don't know who to message for help.
But that's what I was like, looking for stands, and nobody even said anything. Like, all right, I guess I'm on my own. And I'll tell you what, the stands I found, like, that's why I posted anything there. If anybody's doing it, these are the ones I'd run. There's so much adjustment in them, and you can practically drive a car in the goddamn things.
Yeah. Are you gonna put a roof ceiling over you?
I am. I'm probably gonna plastic dip cardboard.
Yes.
On top for now.
Dude, yes. It'll feel so different. The guys that I see running trips versus not trips, the ones with trips with the little ceiling, even if it's ghetto, it's just way better.
Yeah,
you know,
like some of their videos look like they're in an actual fucking race car.
Yeah, but it just helps you visualize and focus too.
Yeah, it does. Like, kind of just more in the zone.
Yeah. All right, let's go to Ray's stream here. I'm gonna get you on the TV.
Oh, this session's over.
Damn it, I was just sending a hot lap finally.
Alright, this is just practice stuff. We're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Seat time, track time.
Yeah, I'm definitely just need to get a little more seat time in to get more.
Yeah, this is why I wanted to
It
start
is.
a little earlier than we normally do. This track is gonna be a mother for us, you know? There's no way about
The
it.
good thing is when nobody's around, I'm getting a solid 100, 120 everywhere.
Alright.
But I was playing around with AI, but I had my graphic settings turned up yesterday, and I dropped to 70 in some spots.
I'm gonna go find us a new lobby, run this one out so you can get a little more practice.
I just left.
Oh, damn. Bad strategizing,
I didn't listen.
Tyler.
I didn't listen.
Bad strategizing, bro. This is how the day's gonna go? Is this it?
Fuck, we're done now.
It's over.
Last.
It's been over. He's gonna show up in freaking the auxiliary knockout car. All right, so lobby number 399 has one person in it, but there's a German lobby. Oh, it ends in 7 minutes.
Germans.
Never mind. Go to the American lobby. There's 6 people in there. It ends in 57 minutes, and it's number 107.
Where's practice?
Mustang.
107. Got it.
Mustang. Okay. Yeah, we go into practice without the knockout logos on the car, so people are surprised. It's like, I don't know if those knockout cars are going to show up. And then we get in there, and it's like, oh, damn, they're here.
Actually, I guess I will throw Streamlabs up and see what it looks like.
You may as well, dude. It's going to mess with it. You hate to find out in the middle of the race.
If you're checking out this stuff after, I mean, you let me know if it's like jumping or not, or if it looks okay. Because I won't really be able to change the field of view, though.
You guys had the 3 streams up for the GT7 race last night, and I was literally bouncing back and forth. Just kept like checking in on everybody. Just
Did you see me wipe Brandon out?
Dude, what the heck?
Yeah,
Whose
I
side
saw
are you
that.
on here?
I saw that.
I know, dude. We were
And then you tried
freaking.
hitting them
We were in
straight.
sequence, dude. 13 laps in a row, basically 13, just bumper to bumper
Dude,
drafting each other,
you
right?
can
Just working.
hear how pissed he gets because you're like, I'm gonna straighten you out. He's like, just go, just go, just go, just go. Like he wasn't letting you talk no more. He was like, no.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
damn,
Well,
man.
it was the same turn. I'd almost hit him on the same turn each one, so I felt comfortable, right? Because he would pull away from me, and I knew the turns I'd catch back up to be able to draft. Where it's important.
Right.
And it was just he took it. I'll post a little clip later. It was weird.
No,
It was weird.
I'm like, wait, what?
Just a little rub.
I'm like, these guys are on the same fucking team.
Yeah, it was my first time driving. Like I was practicing in the Supra for weeks, right? But then they're like, the GTR is so much better. I'm like, all right, which it is. Don't get me wrong. I need to get used to the GTR.
I heard you guys both as you like started the race. Like, what am I doing in the GTR? Like,
Yeah, I figured you would have been in the Ferrari or the Lambo there.
me too. You said Ferrari or Supra. I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. It was fun. It was fun.
I'm just going over my tune, and because
I never saw that Wid guy. Is he new?
he's been around.
No,
for
he's been
a
a
little while
worker.
now.
Yeah, I've never ever driven with him. Not once.
So
All right,
Wade
back
races
to the
with
view.
like the top 5 split on GT7.
Oh,
And the same with mediocre too. On every Friday, they play with the top guys. Some guys even raced in the World Series, like a few of the people that they get to race against. But no, Wade doesn't race with them anymore. He's like, it's too much effort. And he's fucking fast, dude.
Yeah, he is. You know
It's
he's
like,
fast when a
imagine
guy
being
like
fast.
mediocre and change are racing with him, like, and then he just leaves. Like that was incredible. What I've never seen Dez get taken down like that.
I know. Yeah, no, it was awesome. It was freaking cool. So he's down to racing the other league races we do. I think just the league. There was too much league stuff, and he was getting bored of it. And there's a lot of amateurs.
And we're having the opposite
reason,
issue here. We have too much team stuff and not enough league, so we're not gaining traction. I'm gonna have to kind of quiet down the team for a little bit, and then go ahead and open the league up a little bit. Try to gain some traction.
Keep to the right.
I don't know. You guys keep doing what you're doing. It looks like that's what's gaining traction and get people over.
We get a lot of people over, but at the same time, like, we don't really have a reason for them to hang around other than they kind of watch us race and stuff and come to practice with us.
Right, I feel you.
I mean,
I think for some reason a lot of people just think like if they come over to iRacing, we travel this every time it's an actual race. Like that's what the one guy thought. Like, no man, like just come hang out.
Right.
Still there. Stay on the left. Stay left.
I mean, I was confused with iRacing too when I started.
it's a tricky formula over here.
Because I didn't get it either.
Yeah, I'll be on there soon enough with you guys.
Well, we need you.
One day at a time.
Everybody's schedules have been so spread out lately. Tyler and I have been pretty much holding down both series here.
Yeah,
Which is fine. We're doing fine. Our team put us, goes and practice with us and everything. Everybody's got something to do. We're all adults, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But some races you just want to take the weekend off, and we're kind of not getting the opportunity to do that. So,
right.
Not that you want to take the weekend off, but I want to do some truck stuff, or he wants to do formula stuff, or we'll both mess around and go on Daytona or something in an oval car, like just to cut loose.
What are those cars called with the Daytona cars with the big spoilers, like the older style, like the 80s or 70s?
The Superbird.
Yeah, there's one driving through Tidro yesterday. I almost broke my neck.
Yeah. Oh, so cool, man. You know, that was...
I was like, wait a minute. I felt like I was in a racing game for a second. I'm like,
It's funny because if you look at that in any of the sims or games, that car sucks. but it was
Really?
such a badass in real life that they were able to race. I think it was a partial season in NASCAR, and they were like, "Yeah, you guys can't run that car anymore. Like you have an unfair."
Hey, before you go out, I guess I didn't say that goddamn to it. Go ahead.
Okay, no
Sorry.
problem. I'm actually on the track already, so I'll just practice. Just sit with me for a minute, and I just want to make sure.
Sorry, man.
No good, no worries. I just want to make use of it, so I'm just gonna finish the lap and I'll practice pitting.
No, yeah, you're good, man. I didn't mean to cut you off there. What were you saying?
I forgot. You know that.
I fucked you up. No, that's
Yep,
nice.
Yep, that's what you do. I'll have to look at the stream and
it
pick
was
up
on
the
purpose, you know?
conversation with Astro later. If you're tired of my shit, I've told you this
I
before.
did
Just
start my
say
stream.
it.
You can get it, man.
Just say it. Just be like, right, you've spoken enough today. I'll be like, fine.
Yeah, back up. Back up. What?
Whatever. And then I'll be like,
Is
yo,
it-
Julie,
wait,
did
does
I
it-
speak
I
too
know
much
that,
today?
but does it get wider or not?
So now, how many people did we get in the top 10 last night, Astro?
I think 7 or 6.
That's awesome. Dude, just
Here, I'll go look
because,
right now.
what's up?
I know, man. He's our prodigy. We've been working on him, dude. We've been fucking working on him. My
Dude.
biggest fear was him wrecking, but dude, he's been making me chase him.
You know from the very first day how it went, and to see how far he's come, it's like, I feel like it's a league achievement for him, you know? Like,
Yep.
we get to brag about it. Like, it's so awesome, man. He's so fast.
Yep.
He's so fast. It was great.
So here was the finish. So Wid, Dez, Just Because, Jiggly, NPR. So I would just say other guy, me, other guy, other guy, Jester, other guy, and then there was there was 3 DNFs.
Yeah, I saw Rip. They were the other team as well.
Yeah, 2 on their team, 1 on ours. Dan, P-Boost had a connection. He sent me a picture. He had a...
Oh, that's rough. That was probably
Yeah, I
one
was
of their
I
best
think
strategists.
P-Boost is one of their faster guys, too.
I don't know about faster, but he always was like a really good pitch strategist.
Consistent. Yeah, he got the...
Like, you'd be racing him at the end of
Dash.
the race and not realize he was there for the whole fucking race.
Right.
Like, that was impressive to me. I remember that about him.
Not one complaint either. So I guess it was fucking clean as heck, dude.
Good. Yeah, no,
Besides
it
me
looked like
wrecking
good
Brandon.
racing. I would say we have to go over a little
Dude, was it?
scrutineering
'Cause
with the
I
incident between the knockout freaking skylines.
I
The
thought
what?
JB was saying something about it being like dirty or something, unless he was saying something else. I don't know.
No, he
It was
he has an automatic message when he pops into a GT lobby. It says "be clean" or "kicked out" or something like that, and he accidentally
Yeah,
left
and
it
it was
off.
actually clean. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Those 2 GTRs got into it around that left hand.
Yeah, we're still debating in the steward's office.
yeah, oh man, that's funny.
Man. Well, you two need to kick it old school if you're going to
Yeah.
continue with that series. You and Justin,
You and
man.
Brandon are gonna have to test the knockout boxing crew here.
Hey,
Let's go.
I do believe they're working on a new knockout. Wait, what was that? Dude, I used to play the shit out of it on I think it was Knockout Round 4 or something. That boxing game. You remember that game, Ray?
Fight night.
Fight Night. Thank you. I think they're
Oh,
working
really?
on a new one.
Oh, it's on.
Yep.
Can I get it
That's
on
what I'm
PC?
saying.
How would you even play that on PC? Do they make like a game controller for it? They got to. I could probably just hook one of my PlayStation controllers into it or configure it or something, right? Man, I sound like an idiot.
Yep, EA is developing a new installment in the Fight Night boxing series. It's going to be called Fight Night Champion.
Badass. Dude, that's awesome.
Yep. I was stoked when I heard that.
Yeah, that's
Get
really
those
good.
fucking, dude, I'll use Ali all day, dude. A little heavier, but I can get those combos in.
I always made myself into those games, man. But not me now.
Did
When I
you?
was a fighter, yeah, I was a badass, dude. I
Hell
had
yeah.
a 6-pack. I was a $175, a lean, mean fighting machine, dude. I wasn't scared of nothing. I'd go into fights knowing I was gonna win. Oh man, it was so good. I was such a cool dude. That dude would fuck me up now, really badly, and then spit on me or something like to humiliate me. He was mean.
Damn.
I was mean, bro. Yeah, no. I was trained predominantly in American kickboxing. So the American part is a big part of the description of the way you're going to fight. We're arrogant people. And you're expected to be overconfident, arrogant, and really put some fear into the guy you're going to win against. And I say win against because I don't plan on losing. You know, like you just know you're going to win. America's
I like the
the
mentality.
It's the best part of being, you know, like an American. When you go into a fight and you're a real tough guy and you get to be that arrogant portrayal of that way they stereotype us anyways, and now I'm going to kick your ass. You know? Like, so good. So good.
Right.
I miss Frank. I really
Yeah, what was
do.
that movie? Wasn't there a movie that there was like an ex-marine or something, and he went to like some other country and started winning all those fights against all dudes that did like kung fu and shit?
It sounds like
I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to look it up.
Hey,
It's a
Jimmy's
long
here.
time.
Hey, Jimmy, what's up, brother? Today's race day. Pilot's behind me, testing out the Mustang.
Wait, that's not.
I hate this lighting though. It makes everything look like kind of weird.
It's just a little smoke on the water, baby. Do you think I get copyright if I hum that song?
Do it. Find out.
I mean, Jester sings all the time.
Are you in a full screen window, Daka?
No, I'm not. I cannot run full screen until I get NVIDIA surround to run.
Yeah, that
It's all
bar
it
won't
needs to
go
be.
away.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying.
You could always throw that bar on the left or the right, couldn't you?
What I mean, it actually says it's on the left right now.
Weird.
Yeah, that's all the further I can get it. I'm just trying to
Are
get
there
used to look
motorcycles?
through
That's a
everything.
good
I
question.
still think I have to mess with the graphics a little bit.
Are there motorcycle simulators?
Yeah.
There are?
Nothing
There's
you can get
horseback
at
riding
home, I
ones
don't
too
think.
now.
No.
You can literally get on a fake horse, and it's a simulation, just like
What
racing.
do we live in the jungle? I don't need a horse. Motorcycle, man.
I want to see somebody. I want to see somebody with a full motion horse simulator.
Yeah, that's some weirdo stuff.
Shit, I'm fucking wrecking that.
She's gonna choke me for saying this, but the only person I ever want to see on a horse riding simulator is my woman. And I'm the horse, if you don't get it.
Yeah.
That's a terrible joke. Sorry, kids. Sorry. But
It's just a miniature horse. Come on.
yeah, Mr. Ed. You know, everybody likes Mr. Ed. But so what? Tell me, where's a motorcycle similar? We gotta look this stuff up, Jimmy. We gotta look this stuff up.
Well, I don't know. It's nothing you can get at home, is it? Probably without spending a massive amounts of money.
Pretty sure you can. One of those TikTok things says it's in.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh yeah.
Too much.
It's okay.
Too much.
Bad time. Bad
Feel
time
something there?
for bump drafting, dude. Oh my god.
They got one for $12,000.
Oh, that's peanuts. Come
Oh,
on.
there you go. Entry level. Look at that.
Entry
Get right into
level.
it.
Good
Yeah,
call. That's great.
This thing's futuristic too.
Change.
Entry level.
Well, imagine what the horse simulator's gonna cost.
Ah,
Like 20 grand entry level.
yeah, for no reason.
Well, you got to feed it, right?
We got
Yeah,
feed doors,
you gotta
carrots.
feed it. You gotta clean up after it.
You wanted a simulator.
It'll be like,
0.496.
Yeah, baby.
To church with Madison, Uncle Leo, Grandma, and Madison's
Some track,
mom.
oh man. What do you think of the FIA gear set as opposed to the short stack? You see how we can kind of drag gears a little bit longer?
this was in the V2 tune, right?
This is. Should be.
I think it's been good. I mean, I've liked it so far.
Car.
Oh,
Just
mama.
hit the Foster's West. 8.0.
I blew that whole section. That was terrible.
On your left. Still there.
Yeah, turn, bitch.
There on the left.
Terrible section. Oh, you're pudding.
I'll be back in a bit.
All right,
Sounds
bro.
good, man.
Jimmy, if you're looking to improve lap times, come and hang out with us, man. Check out Knockout Performance Racing on Discord, hop into the
There on the
iRacing
left.
chat,
Left side.
and let's start getting you faster, dude.
There on the left.
Tell 'em, Tyler.
Yeah. Drift. Knockout makes you faster.
That's the word. That's the word, bird.
God damn it. Too
Oh.
much inside. I cheated.
Yeah, I did before, but I went wide, so I didn't cost myself. I don't understand. If you don't get the advantage, is it really like a big deal?
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, I would not consider that a.
Being a little crazy.
I like too when you spin out and you're like already off the track and you come back on. You're like, you cut the track.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, come on, man.
7.94.
Oh yeah. Nope. iRacing gotta mess with you. I swear it's their way of like making
Yeah,
sure your
I swear,
mental
hold on a
strength
second.
is
Go
good.
I just realized, I don't know if it's because of my graphic settings. That damn, you know the lamppost I use for a braking point?
Yeah.
It's not there. It's
Oh.
not there. I knew. I thought I was missing it every time. It is not even there. Oh, wait.
It might just be
It's hard
really
to
bad
see
in the
now.
fog.
Because I know there is a setting for like trackside.
7.581.
Objects left hand flurry. It's a basic sign. I also kind of wish you could adjust your side mirrors. That would be a nice feature.
I agree.
Now I can actually see out of them.
Well, in most
But
race
it's
cars,
so
they're
close.
fixed.
It like faces directly at the car. Like
Ah.
you see like 3/4 of the mirrors, your paint job, and then you
Right.
see the whole bit.
Man, I
Trying to
keep
think what to
blowing
mess
this
with
corner
here.
over.
Nah,
and
what's this like?
Oh, I got a lazy gas pedal foot. That's why. Foot's staying down. What a rough section. That was terrible.
Yeah, I don't remember what I had on all this stuff for settings was.
$11.418.
It almost seems like the HDR isn't working right, that's all. Display. HDR on. It's on.
If I can make a suggestion, man, and I know it's gonna put pressure on you, try to have that stuff done by 12:30 so you can actually get some good practice in, you know?
Oh, it's pretty much done. I'm just trying to. I think it's because the fog
Yeah.
just is making it look like more gray. Like the whole in the cockpit.
Uh-huh. Huh. That's interesting.
'Cause I don't remember it looking like that in the last session.
My FOV is 63, so I can't tell you what the inside of the car looks like, really. I can see a little glimpse out the driver's side window, and I got, I would say 80% of my windscreen and the dash panel, and that's it.
Yeah, I got basically what you're seeing exactly, and then it basically pulls up both full side windows.
Wow, that's so cool.
11.06.
Man, I'm getting so tired of this freaking thing lying to me.
Yeah, I don't even remember what my fast lap time was.
It was an 8, but we ain't getting it here, it looks like, man. I've been doing pretty damn good. And I haven't done better than
Well, I think
10.
yeah, we're pretty close together. You ran a 2:10.751. I think I don't know what my fast was. My last was 2:10.9.
My last was a 2:11.0.
And we're sitting 7th and 8th.
Right. But the fastest here is running like 2:07.
Yeah, I wonder what his
2:07.4.
rating he is.
He's a cheater. My
See, I think
fastest
this
was a
last section.
2:10.7.
Or I guess it's not the last section.
Yours was a 2:10.9.
2:10.913, right?
Yep, exactly. Okay, it's a long race.
Alright, well, I better grab that tune off of you if you're.
Oh,
next
geez, I
time you
never
go in.
gave it to you. Holy crap. Oh,
Well, I didn't want to
man.
bother you. You're sitting laying down
No,
laps. I
dude,
just
I'm
run it
sorry.
on this one.
Oh my goodness, I got all carried away. All right, tune. Do you want me to send you both variations? Because like I said, I have a quali tune.
Whatever you think we're gonna. I mean, yeah, I guess if you have a quali and a normal, I guess I'll take both.
All right, so I'm gonna send you the qualifying tune first. We're gonna share to KORayBeast86. Let me know when you got that one.
Shared setups. Got it.
Okay,
Open, save.
and then my setups. So COTA V3 Endurance, share, KORayBeast86. You should have it.
Got it. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So now that other tune, you can save it with that 14 point whatever fuel load, and that could be your qualifying race tune for the open class. See?
Mm-hmm.
The sprint
Yep.
series. And that, it just makes it so much faster, dude. You go in there, you look for the one you want, double click, and get out, and you're on the
Yep.
track. Boom.
Yeah, instead of looking through all the versions and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. I put who made it, what track it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
I think when you send me stuff though, I think it adds a bunch to the writing actually, because I think it always adds your full name
Yeah,
and
it
then whatever
does.
you have.
Yeah.
So I guess I should probably delete that. But
You can put it however you like. What it says for me is Ray and Tyler COTA V3
that's what I've been doing.
Endurance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then the other one is Ray and Tyler COTA V3 Quali, and then the other one is COTA V3 Sprint.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ray and Tyler. Okay. Yeah, Mustang power. I love that V8 America. It's just screaming America. He's over here zipping around the track like a bald eagle, like Cletus McFarland. We gotta really make sure that when we're leaving the pits, we pay attention to that exit and the first corner, man.
Oh yeah, it could be dangerous.
Very much. If you're doing that corner right, you should be hooking all the way out wide and then diving in to get pretty much straight line through that curve on the left-hand side. And when you do that and somebody's coming out of the pits trying to stay tucked to that line, he's attached to that fucking curve by the time you get there, it's over with. So, gotta watch it. What do you think of this tune with the full fuel load? It's
Oh, that's feeling good to me.
yeah,
Let's see.
it's be something
That was my
with
full
it.
lap. Shit.
What's up, Gregory? Hell yeah, man. I am not having a good time with this corner over here. Too close or something. Got one click back at the seat. My throttle foot is so lazy today, man. For some reason, it's just staying like 10% as I'm lifting. Like,
Been awake too long.
mama. I'm just warming up the tires sideways. Was that really a loss of control, though? I don't think so. I think I controlled it pretty good. Okay. We've got 20 minutes until registration, and then 40 minutes. Then it'll be a half an hour from then. So 50 minutes until our race starts.
Sounds good. Hell yeah.
Whee! Oh, not again. Good save for that.
Yeah, we should be on a decent lap this time, I think. 2099. There we go. We're back in it. Relative told me 2010.6. Like, what the hell? Look at that. That was my first hot lap on this too.
There you go.
Feeling very nice. I just know if I screw up in the race and bump one of these yellow freaking horrible curves, that's like you're gonna lose like 3 seconds if you don't run into somebody.
There's literally one that you're allowed to hit, and that's it. It's like, there's one on the track that you can hit, and
Yeah, I
barely
know
hit.
these other ones are so aggressive. I can't believe that's even allowed to be at a track. It's like horrible. I couldn't even imagine hitting that in real life. I guess they're like, well, don't
you
come
ain't
out
supposed
here.
to hit them.
Yeah. But if you hit them, man, it's
No, I
like
know.
rip the damn wheel
I've seen it in the replay. The freaking car shoots all the way up into the air.
Yeah, it like rides a wheelie for like 30 feet.
I'm flying through the
Rip
air.
the damn skip
This
plates
is
off the car.
not good.
Flying through the air right now.
Let the invisible fire burn my
Goes to an
friend.
Applebee's commercial.
You want to get thrown out of an Applebee's?
You want to go get thrown out of an Applebee's? Hell yeah.
Oh, you're making me a little itchy.
Man, I've been getting this long right-hander like pretty decent, but I've been like right on the edge of it, so sometimes I get a damn off track. Seems like I can make so much time there though.
There's so much real. This race is going to be all about focus. We need to try to keep focus as long as possible.
Yep.
And that's what's going to keep us in this race. Like last week was making sure we avoid traffic. We have to focus the whole way through. You cannot get relaxed for a second on this. So this is going to be a tough one for us, dude. You get a couple of good long straights to kind of try to stretch a little bit, but that's about it. Excuse me.
I just hope my frame rate stay good.
Well, are you streaming and everything right now?
Yeah, I've been testing everything.
And where's that sitting at now?
Pretty much 120. I mean, if I go through a certain section of the track, I'll hit 114 sometimes, it seems like. Yeah, there's not a lot of people out here now, so.
I'm sitting at 130 typically, so I wouldn't say that's too bad.
Unless I put in there, I could put so it doesn't load 60 cars in, because there's really not a need for that.
I usually leave it on 30.
Yeah, I might do that, because that seems to be the only thing that will drop my frames.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe I'll have to remember that. I just don't know how confident I am at getting my normal consistency at this track. I think that's the biggest thing.
We're just gonna have to be smart, man.
Like, it seems like me, it's like I'm either in the flow or I'm completely out of it.
Right. Yeah, no, and that's what I'm saying. You can't lapse on focus for a second here. You can't do too much chattering and goofing around.
Yeah, you gotta hit almost everything
focus.
perfect here. Not that you've done it at other tracks, but it's a little more hard to.
Yeah, you
Like,
gotta
I don't really have good consistent braking points here either. Like, a lot of these I just do by
trail
looks.
braking, yeah. And feel, absolutely.
We even like coming around like the second to last left-hander. Like, I don't even have a braking point there. I just do it by how far it looks to the corner. I just can't find anything I like.
Whoop. All right.
And I'm telling you, on this straight, coming up the hill, I can't even see that damn lamppost. Like,
I see it clear as day, so I don't know what's
Yeah.
wrong with that. Maybe it might be something in your graphic settings where you like took it
Well, I
out
looked
there.
at everything. Everything looks right. It just like seems like everything looks real like hazy on this track for some reason right now. I'm just gonna go slow next lap and just locate it, I guess. Thought about turning that. Do you run that SSAO and stuff?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, man.
Because I don't know why, it just completely reset all my settings whenever I did everything. It kind of has me screwed up.
I mean, I can screenshot and send you my settings if you want to try to play with what I use.
Yeah, whatever, that works.
Yeah, I'll practice my.
I mean, at least I feel like I'm at the lap times I was at. It's definitely helped me a lot through some of these corners though, that I can like kind of just shoot right out of them because I know where I'm at, you know.
Watch this lap.
Like a lot of these sharp corners, it's huge that I can see now.
Hitboxing 10.
Yeah, I guess I'll practice a bit anyway. I need to.
Yeah, it's
3,
good. You can
2,
kind of come in,
1.
you
Right
go
here.
into that left-hander, and you can hit the pit limiter after. You're gonna drop down below 50 to get into the left-hander. So as you come out, you just gotta watch your speed and make sure you hit the limiter. Let's see.
Okay.
Actually, last year, a guy in front of me was taking a corner on an R1 due to poor control. The guy was thrown up in the air. The
Okay,
bike
I
fell
see.
off.
So I probably
Oh,
crossed the pit line.
man.
That's it, go.
That's a rough story, brother. All right, let me see. You need graphic settings. I got graphic settings. Screenshot. I will drop this into Discord for you.
Yeah, whatever. Discord phone, whatever's easier for you.
Easier to screenshot here. I kind of get a funny, like, weird striping when I take a picture of my actual screen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, but I just sent it to you in Discord there. So done. Let's go ahead. Take a look at what some of the competition is doing here. Gotta refill my coffee.
Yeah, just finished mine.
Imperative. Man, I like that patio set. What'd you think, man? Pretty good, huh?
Very
Patio
nice.
set's new. The garden, I dug that all out. Put all brand new soil in there, all mulch. I did a weed barrier in there. We pesticided it, freaking all kind of sided it.
Yeah, I never did much of that stuff. Julie was always the one that did it.
She wanted it done, so um she went ahead. She works part-time Home Depot, so she saw when the deal for mulch came up, there was a deal for topsoil as well.
Mm-hmm.
So me, like, kind of just talking, I'm like, we'd probably need like 8 bags of this and 8 bags of that. She's like, okay. And next thing she comes walking in. She goes, you got to go unload a bunch of bags from my car. I'm like, okay. So there's all the topsoil and mulch. And I started getting into the garden. I was just going to kind of stir it up. And it was like 4 layers of topsoil, but under each layer was a layer of mulch. And that mulch was all moldy and spiderweb looking and all that. I was like, get this out of here. So I just took it all out of there. Didn't take very long. It took me about half the time to put the chairs together that it took me to do the whole damn garden. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit, man. But I told her now, I said, if there's some work that we need to do, I'll do the work for you. But I said, as far as flowers and things like this, that's on you. It's your garden.
Yeah, basically helped make the garden, but I never did anything with it, really.
Yeah.
Really. I was gonna say, does that monitor you have, does it support HDR?
Yeah. I don't
Man,
have it on.
nah, I would try running that,
Oh
man.
my god. I think I have before. Oh, there we go.
That's what I was
Done.
complaining about. It almost seems like my HDR is not on now, but
I've never had a problem with it off. Actually, I just skyrocketed down to 90
yeah, you might lose some.
frames.
Did you lose a
So
lot of frames?
90 is not where I want to be. So we're getting rid of that. I don't know much, but I don't like that.
Weird thing is that when I unclick HDR,
So
I don't
yeah,
even know if I
once
notice that big of a
once I
difference
turn
right
it
now.
off, it goes back to 130 like it was.
I don't even think my HDR is really turning on, because I think it's because I'm not in full screen. I'm just going to leave it off, I think, for this race. Usually have it on, though.
Not me. I know I've messed with it before. I remember the last time you told me I should have it on, and I kept it on for a couple days, and then I ended up having a big frame rate drop, and once my stream was up, the thing just would not perform at all. And I'm like, all right, cool. Well, all the shit that I just adjusted is being unadjusted.
Well, if you need any more frames, you could probably get rid of the 2-pass trees, too.
Oh, they're on? No,
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of this was after the update. I couldn't find the screenshot that Brandon sent to me. And I kind of just did the iRacing recommended reset.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I kind of left it at. Bro, did I tell you I got a massage chair from one of the freaking...
Yeah, you said it's like a legit one.
My God. This thing is worth $1,700, Tyler. It's so good, bro. It's wide, so it's like you're just chilling out in the recliner if you just sit in it. And then you can hit this button. Man, it feels like hands come out of this chair and start giving you a massage. It's so good. I need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. I have like
I'm
I have like a
saying.
cheap version of one, but nothing like that.
Dude, the last couple weeks, I really stepped in it. Really have, you know, the new sim setup, the new, like, I got a raise, I got the chair for free, like the garden cost me $40. That's it, the whole
Yeah, that's
thing.
not bad at all.
It was awesome. And then she got those chairs. The chairs are like 180, but she waited for them to go on clearance, and she was able to see it because she's literally working there as they come on clearance. And she's like, "I'll take a set of those, $80." I'm like, "Yeah, you will. You go, girl." So it was funny because I was taking out the old setup, which was a nice setup. Um, and one of the neighbors is like, "What are you doing with those?" I'm like, "I just got a new set." I'm like, "You want them?" I'm like, "You'd actually be saving me a trip to the dumpster." Like, she's like, "Yeah, they're great." I'm like, "Cool, they're yours." Oh, thank you so much. They all like me around here. It's nice, you know. It's good to
Yeah.
have good neighbors. I'm not a very like, I don't go looking around to make neighbors.
Hmm.
You know. But it's good when you can walk outside and, you know, I live in the apartment building. There's 20 other families in this building.
Hmm.
So
Well, it definitely helps you get along with everybody.
you never know what the hell you're going to get, man. It definitely helps a lot when, like, people like me, they like Diana, they love Crush, man. I literally have my neighbors come over and knock on the door like, "Hey, the kids are here this weekend. You're going to bring Crush out?" I'm like, "Yup." Like, he's on his way out. And then I just open the door. I'm like, "You watch him for a little bit." He's just running around playing with the kids. He's the coolest dog ever, man. 105 pounds. But you see it in his face, like the way he's looking in that picture. He's a mush.
Uh-huh.
He's
Yeah,
a
you
big
could
mush
tell.
ball. Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke. He's like, "You saying you missed a spot over there?"
I know. He's like, no. He's looking right at the new patio furniture, like, what is this? They don't
What's
look
going
like
on?
shit.
Why is that there?
He liked the other chairs because they were big and flat. He could jump into them. These are rocking chairs. Now he's like,
Yeah, wait till you train him in
what
that
is
though.
this?
He'll
He'll
be out
take
there
it back.
rocking.
Yeah, he's good. We hang out over there. I'll put something on the barbecue and we just hang out in that little nook. And
Hmm.
he'll just lay in the grass and watch all the people and the nature walk by, you know. Like a squirrel
Yeah.
comes out on the grass behind him. He's like, "What's up, little dude?" Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's the
coolest
weirdest
dog
thing.
ever, bro.
The bigger dogs I had would never even hurt a fly. The one of ours that we have now, he would chase every squirrel and everything and try to get it.
He don't try to get him, but sometimes he'll come out and I always make it like he has a voice and this is what he's saying. So I
Uh-huh.
tell Diana when he's running out on the front lawn, he's just saying, "All right, guys, break it up. It's my turn on the lawn," you know? And that's it. Like, he does not want to hurt him. He's made that very, very clear. He was
Hmm.
chasing a rabbit down, man, and like was running faster than this freaking rabbit, caught up to him. They're running side by side now. The rabbit is like having a heart attack, and Crush kind of looked down at him like, "What's up, dude? Going for a run?" And then stopped running. And then he
He's
came
just hanging
back
out
like,
with him.
he's like, "Did you see that? Did you see how fast I ran?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're awesome, dude." Like, he's the coolest dog, man. Coolest freaking dog in the world. I don't understand how this dog spent any time in a shelter. As soon as you look at him, he's
What did they say? Did they find? Was he a
he was
stray? Did
saved.
somebody leave
No,
him?
he was apparently there was like a dog fighting kind of place in Philly somewhere. These people were fighting pit bulls, and the SPCA in Philly found out about it, and they did a big raid on the place. And with the raid, the dogs had to be rehoused.
Hmm.
His brother was a champion, man. I saw a picture of him, and he was that mean freaking looking pit bull that everybody tells you to worry about. That's him.
Yeah.
He was inconsolable, and they put him down. He could not
No
come
shit.
back to be, you know,
Yeah, I mean,
cats are
he's just
good
a
for
fighter
that
at
stuff,
heart.
but he don't know no better. He was
Yeah, because he
old
thinks that's
and
what he's supposed to do.
mean, and oh man, the world hated him, so he was gonna kill the world.
Mm-hmm.
Crush, on the
The
other
worst
hand,
part that they train him to do that, and then he
yep,
thinks he's
and
doing it
then he
right, you
pays
know?
the price. Exactly.
Yep.
I
That's why I
think,
hate people that mess with
I
animals, man.
really think in that situation, I don't want to be too graphic on YouTube, but an eye for an eye, bro.
Yep, exactly. I feel the same exact way, man.
But, you know, Crush at 4 months old gets taken into the Philly SPCA, and he's got bites on him and scratches on him. He was pretty mangled. And they fixed
Mm-hmm.
him up and everything, but he basically just kind of laid outside on a concrete slab for a while. Nobody would get him, nobody was adopting him. And the story goes that they were considering him for euthanasia. They were going to put him down.
Mm-hmm.
And he was right on the fringe of where they could legally put him down. So I don't know how exactly that part came about, but somehow they got in touch with Delaware, and Delaware is a no-kill state. They will not put an animal down.
Mm-hmm.
So luckily for us, Crush goes to Delaware, and he's just kind of doing the same thing in Delaware. He's laying on a concrete slab outside in a fenced-in area, and like people are coming to look at him and telling him he's a good dog, and then leaving and taking another dog. So
Yeah.
I went to work on a Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning. I came home. It was 6 o'clock at night. I ate a little bit of dinner and passed out on the couch early.
Mm-hmm.
And about 1 o'clock in the morning, I woke up, and now I had plenty of energy. I just I just slept more than what I needed to.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that I was going to go visit some of my family who lives in Delaware. My nieces and my brothers live there, my sister-in-law. So I'm like, cool, just going to throw my stuff in the truck and we're going to Delaware.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to Delaware 7 o'clock in the morning, knock on the door, and they're surprised as hell. Turns out Delaware has a record high temperature that day. It's like 115 degrees, man. So
Damn.
we do not want to go anywhere. Now that I'm there, we don't want to go anywhere. But my sister-in-law is like, well, we can't be chilling out in the house all day. Like we're just wasting this time with you, and we'll go to a bowling alley or something. She goes, I know of a good bowling alley, indoor AC, and there's a beach right next door. Bowling alley don't open till like 2 in the afternoon, and it's like lunchtime. It's 12 o'clock. So she's like, we'll cruise over to the beach, we'll grab some lunch, the kids can play in the water, we'll give them a change of clothes, and then we'll shoot to the bowling alley.
Yeah.
We went over to that beach, and they had hundreds of dogs in cages sitting right on the beach. The Brandywine.
They had them out on the beach. That's
yeah,
pretty
man.
Cool.
Brandywine SPCA had all these dogs up for adoption in about an hour. So technically, he wasn't up for adoption when I got him. He was like being staged for the show, you know?
Yeah.
But I walked right past him, Tyler. He was in the first cage. And I looked at him. I didn't even look at him. I saw the dog in the second cage or something. I didn't see him at all. I walked all the way through, and it was like, you know, when you go to the pet store, you know you're not really buying nothing, but you're going to look at the dogs, and then you leave. So I turn around to grab my family's with me, you know, my nieces and all the others, and I see Crush. At the time, his name was Dutch.
Dutch.
Yep. And he was 10 months old. He's a full-bred, purebred American Staffordshire Terrier.
Okay.
He was 63 pounds. He had a big bite, 2 teeth mark on the top of his head, and 1 really deep gash down the bottom left side of his chin underneath his jowls.
And were they like still like healing and everything?
They were. He was healed, but his hair hadn't grown back yet, so it looked pretty bad, you know.
Oh,
okay. But I'm looking at him, and he was staring right at me. I'm like, I want to say 60 feet away from him, and there's a crowd of people on the beach. As you know, it's a freaking beach, so everybody's going over and looking at the dogs. And
yeah, obviously.
I swear there's 100 people there or so. And every time I move, I notice that he was looking at me. he was following me around, looking where I was going and stuff. So I kind of was messing with him. I started diving in and out of the crowd and seeing if he would follow me here, and every time he did. So eventually I just walked over to the cage. There was a bunch of people standing around him, and they're all talking about he's such a nice dog, and you know, he looks so good and he seems so friendly, and I'm just like, excuse me. Just like push two people out of the way.
Yeah, like get out of my way, he's mine.
Yep, he's mine. Hey, he wants me, he doesn't want you. I looked at him, man, and I just kind of, there was something different, you know. It's just one of those things where like you don't have no control over it, but something is telling you that this is the thing, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So I looked at him and I'm like, I don't understand why the fuck you're in a cage at all. He's the sweetest looking dog here. So I put my knuckles right into the cage, make sure he wasn't going to bite my fingers off. And he started licking it, like my hands, like he was going crazy. And I knelt down in front of him, like face to face, you know, with a cage between us. And he's trying to like, he's huffing, he kept breathing at me, he's looking at me like, get me out of here, man, you know?
He's like, mess with me, man.
He's like, what's up? So I just put all 4 of my fingers right through the cage and started petting this dog, man. And I just instinctively, I didn't realize what I was doing. I just opened the cage and let him out. And immediately he
Fighter
like
dog on the beach.
slammed his chest into me, started licking me in the face, and he's like, I found you, you know. That's what I felt like. He knew I was coming or something.
Yeah.
And so at that point, one of the shelter workers comes over and she's like, you can't take him out of there. I'm like, why not? I'm like, he seems like a really nice dog. And she got so distracted telling me about how he really is like the sweetest dog. We bring him to Starbucks on lunch with us, and he sits in the front seat of my car. And I'm like, have you guys been keeping this dog because you want a pet at the shelter? I'm like, no. People are afraid of pit bulls, and they just will not take him. And I'm like, well, I'm taking him. And she goes, I'm sorry, we actually can't put him up for adoption for another hour. And I'm like, well, get me a leash. She goes, I can't let you walk him. I'm like, I'm telling you that you don't need to adopt this dog today. If my 2-minute walk on the beach goes well with this dog, I'm taking him right now. I said, I haven't even asked you how much it costs. Doesn't that tell you something?
Yeah, exactly.
So I put him on a leash, and as I go out to the walk onto the beach with him on the leash, they let 2 other dogs out of the cage who immediately turn at each other and start tearing each other apart, man.
Oh my god.
Crush looks over like, dudes, you're not getting adopted. He's just sitting there looking at him like it was the funniest shit in the world, man.
He's like, come on,
he's like, what are you guys doing? And so then, you know, they calmed that down, and I was impressed by how he behaved. It didn't even faze him. He just knew something was wrong. So that was cool. And then a couple minutes later, this girl is telling her father, I want this one, I want this one. They let this one out of the cage, and he bites the little girl. So, not going well. But Crush does the same thing. He puffs his chest out, looks over like, what the hell, man?
Yeah, not cool.
And that's when I realized that each time something happened, he was standing in front of me. He was puffing his chest out like you're not getting near him. He was protecting me already.
Yeah, he was already protecting.
I'm like, he's the coolest. Dude, I had all my nieces with me, my brothers, my niece's 3 friends who grew up with them. So these are people who are always going to be around. And, you know, my sister-in-law, we had most of my family there. So he met them all, and then he saw my niece's friend and barked at her, and I got to hear his bark for the first time. Dude, you've heard him bark over the radio, but this dude makes grown men flinch when he barks. And it was the best. I'm like, done. That's a real dog. I'm like, I knelt down in the sand. I said, you want to come home with me? slammed me in the chest, started licking me in the face. I'm like, "Yup, we're going home. That's it." I paid $250 for this dog. That's all.
It's not bad at all.
He was chipped. He was all his vaccinations were up to date. I had to do 1 in 6 months or something, which is a regular one at that point.
Yeah.
He was 63 pounds. He had those couple of scars on him. And we went back to my sister-in-law's in Delaware, my brother's house, and we slept over for the night. He stayed on the couch with me, put his head on my lap, and slept the whole night.
Probably just happy as hell.
Dude, just so relaxed, so like, man, I'm not sleeping outside on a cage floor tonight, And all the kids all day were playing with him. He was getting along great, like doing everything you're supposed to do. So next morning I'm going back to New York. It's a 4 to 6 hour trip in the car, And I don't know anything about this dog. And I'm going to cram him in the cab with me in my Ram. So he got nowhere to go. And if he gets pissed enough, I'm going to find out if he's mad. He's going to kill me.
Yeah, close quarters.
So we drove that 5 hours, and he was looking at everything, and he was sitting in the front seat the whole fucking time, chilling out, taking in the whole world. Like, we got to my place, and I opened the door. I said, "Hey man, I know it's not much, but this is where you live now." He walked he walked through the apartment. He checked through every doorway, looked into each room, and then he came back out, and he looked at me, and he looked at the couch, and I was like, "Yeah, that's your couch." He jumped up on the couch. I said, "Don't sleep on the couch, Crush." I tell him to get down, and he immediately gets down. Doesn't give me a face or nothing. I said, "Go sleep in the bed." So I put him in my bed. He jumped up there after I lifted the blankets up. I put the blankets over him, and he slept for 16 hours straight, bro. To the point where I was checking on him to see if he was dead. He slept for 16 hours straight like, man, I found a home. And that's how I got Crush.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and so we got him a lamb femur bone from the Petco near my sister-in-law's house as like a, welcome to the family.
I'm sure he loved the hell out of that, huh?
This is how he got his name. He fractured
He
this
crushed
thing
the bone.
horizontally. He fractured it in 3 places, dude.
Damn.
He crushed this thing. And my brother immediately, I'm talking to him, and I'm like, we have to decide something that's not going to confuse him. His name is Dutch. Let's try to keep it that kind of sound, that kind of one syllable thing, And I was going to name him Beast. And my brother's like, "Dude, you and 80-pound pit bull cannot be walking around named Beast." So talk me out of that. But at this time, he got that femur bone, walked across the yard, and all you hear is he just crushed this fucking thing, and all the bones fractured right down the middle. I'm like, oh my God. My little brother, he's like, his name is Crush. His name is Crush, dude. I'm like, yeah, it is. That's it. That was all we needed. Crush is the best fucking dog in the world, man. All of his scars are gone. I used aloe vera straight from a plant. I dumped it into a little mason jar. I put it in my refrigerator. And every morning I would wipe a little bit on his scars, and every night I would do the same thing for him. He has full hair growth. Everything is back, dude.
Hell yeah, that's badass. He probably looks completely normal now.
Yeah, you cannot tell. He had burns on his elbow pads from laying on the concrete all the time. They're gone. He looks perfect. So, really cool, really cool. And you could tell I love the story, man. I know, dude. He is the best dog. We're terrified of little dogs. Me and my giant dog. Now Crush is 105 pounds, solid muscle, pure muscle, dude. I guess we better register while we're jibber jabbering.
Yeah, I was actually jumping in an AI session to make sure my frames are good.
I'll get us registered, Knockout Performance, adding Tyler and myself, and registering the team, Knockout Performance Racing, and registering as a driver. So there you go. You can just join through friends list when you're ready. We have 17 minutes.
Yep. I'm just trying to see AI opponents. 59.
But I tell you, dude, getting a dog rather than from a pet store, some designer dog, go to a shelter. These dogs,
Mm-hmm.
this dog is eternally grateful. Like,
Oh yeah, that's where we got our one. We actually got a chocolate lab. They found him
oh,
wandering the streets down here.
fucking awesome companion. My first like family dog that I really remember accepting
Mm-hmm.
as my dog was a chocolate lab. We named him Cody. He was the run to the litter and grew to be 130 pounds. He lived 14 years, man. One of the
Yeah, that's
best
how our one
dogs.
was. Emma was the run of the litter, but Duke's the one we ended up adopting like that.
Good name.
Yeah.
Good name.
I don't even remember how we gave him that name.
I wanted to name Crush Thor and Beast and all kinds of funny stuff. My niece wanted to name him Tonka because he's yellow. She's funny.
Alright, so I did figure out why my graphics looked weird, but whenever I turn this on, it's at 60 frames. I will be playing with that later.
Yes.
Yeah, I better turn that back off. That's a SSAO. Holy hell, did it make it look better.
Good.
But I won't be running with that right now.
Right. All right. Yeah, I've had a dude named Jimmy Hopkins keeps jumping into my YouTube streams.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost every time I sign on, he jumps in. So
Yeah.
I've been doing a lot of talking with him and stuff like this. I don't know who he is, where he's from, what he's about, or anything, but he does a lot of talking to me. He always gives me compliments, and and then he always mentions that I could teach him a lot. So I've been trying
Mm-hmm.
to tell him like, come over and knockout. Like I'll work with you personally. Like not that I'm a big shot, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he just enjoys hanging out on the stream. It seems pretty cool. Every once in a while, he brings a friend. I tell him all about you guys, that you got your streams up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hell, I don't care. At this
Good.
point, I'm just basically doing it for everybody all the people we know to watch.
Dude,
I'm
no,
not very good like
I th-
commenting to people and
I think it's interesting for me more than anything that I'm making friends here, because
yeah.
I'm more of a introverted kind of person. So the car is set for quali if you want to take it. Oh, you're not in
Okay,
yet.
go.
I'm going to take
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Right.
I kept trying to test this, and you know how I have that problem with that red bar popping up?
Yes.
It's doing the same thing that I gotta launch everything 3 times.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, yesterday I went into probably 30 sessions and didn't do it a single time.
Well.
Then I get this easy anti-cheat or whatever it's called, launch air, and every time it does that, it works. This doesn't launch into the session this time, but I'm just coming in there. It's taking forever. Oh, here we go. As I say it, I just figured I'd double check, make sure I don't need to turn anything else down,
For
you know?
sure.
I should have probably done this earlier, but I just didn't
Well,
think about it.
You can imagine how little time you have if you got on at 11 today or 12 today. I think you did just fine, dude. It was a good strategy.
It was like, I think it was 11:30, but yeah.
But even
I
so,
didn't get on that late.
we usually get on at 12, you and I, for this. It's usually an hour
yeah,
before
usually,
I
yeah.
kind of think of.
I wanted to drive this track more anyway.
Yeah, that's what I
wanted drive
really
the
need to be
3s.
doing.
Yeah.
Right. 104 teams, 134 drivers, man. Everybody is doing this series alone now. Huh.
think that SSAO makes a big difference in the cockpit of the car.
Car 42, just hit the fastest lap. 7.108.
Launch, come on. I just want to see, as long as my frames don't drop below 60 today, that's fine. Like, I can drive.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I'll definitely be fine-tuning it throughout the week.
Yeah. We got 2 races next week, so we got a lot of tuning to do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm at 80 with everybody on the grid beside me. I'm going to see if, will they pass me? Well, I guess I can just get a black flag because I need to see. It's going to disqualify me. Yeah, it's definitely drawing the cars as I walk backwards, but as they're loading in, I'm at like 60. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I'll ever drop below that. I'm at behind the pack. Yeah, I'll be alright. I think I'll definitely have to play with it today. Alright, I'm coming.
You may have to,
over there now.
I don't know if it'll be reset, but you checked over your stream. I have settings too.
I have not.
Always have to change my stuff back after like a graphic update for some reason. It just seems to mess with everything.
I don't know. I think it was good because Julie was checking it and she said everything looked good. You could see a little more than normal, but
Julie's the man.
yeah. Julie's the man.
Julie's the man. That's our next knockout t-shirt. When she comes driving for us. Come on,
Yeah.
Julie.
Get my ass in there.
Oh no.
Oh no. What's wrong?
I'm having major league. What's the Q stand for on the connection stuff?
Q?
Yeah.
You're running low on fuel. You might not make it to the end.
Oh man,
You're
that's a
experiencing
packet
some
loss.
network difficulties. If it continues,
I
that
just
may
ran a
result in
209.3.
9.3.
Oh, come on, don't die. I just been kicked out.
That's not good.
That's not good. I'm going to do a whole shutdown right now. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm literally pressing the power button on my PC.
I doubt it's you because, dude, I heard your voice the whole time.
What
Your voice
in
did not cut
the
out once.
hell?
I think it's them.
Well,
Yeah, because your voice would have cut out if you had like major packet loss and it didn't.
it just kicked me right out of the race. I'm a little concerned about that. Like
Give it a fresh restart.
I have no option but to quit here. Oh man,
Well, if it
that
ever
means
lets
I
me
gotta
in, I'll let you know
restart
if it
my
does
stream
today.
and everything. See what happens.
I
if
think it's
just
probably
leave
100% on them.
All right, we're gonna have to stop the stream and start again. Bullshit.